You know, the thing I love the most about all of these excerpts that have been coming out from Cassidy Hutchinson's new book is that she has reminded the public of a ton of scandals from the Trump administration that we never had any kind of closure for. A great example is the story she tells about Mark Meadows, Donald Trump's then chief of staff, burning documents. In fact, according to the book, he burned so many documents that his wife began to complain that he would come home every day smelling like a bonfire. And she was tired of having to have his clothes dry cleaned to get the fire smell out of them. Now, it's widely known that Mark Meadows, who had a fireplace in his office, which, I don't know, that just seems a little bit opulent, right? But anyway, he had a fireplace in his office, and he would routinely burn documents. Especially, as Hutchinson described, around a dozen times between December 2020 and January of 2021, after Trump lost that election, but while they were trying to overturn the results, Meadows is just in there just burning documents all day, to where his wife thought he had just been attending bonfires instead of going to work. Why? Why have there not been criminal charges filed against this man? I mean, if these stories are true, and by the way, it's come from more people than just Cassidy Hutchinson, why has he not been charged with destruction of government documents? The Presidential Records Act is very clear. Any document, doesn't matter what it is, if I were to draw a little smiley face on this piece of paper right here and hand it to the President of the United States, this document at that moment, because it's been given to the President of the United States, I drew the smiley face for him, he has it. At that moment, this is a legally protected document under the Presidential Records Act. That's how that works. And if anybody destroys this little smiley face, in fact, here, just there it is. So if anybody destroys the smiley face, that's a criminal charge. Now, if I'm just drawing a smiley face on my piece of paper and then I say, you know what? I'm going to burn it. That's not criminal. The moment it is given to the President of the United States, it falls under the protection of the Presidential Records Act. Likewise, if the President of the United States himself or herself draws a smiley face on a piece of paper and hands it to anyone, that document is also now protected by the Presidential Records Act. Any record created by or for the President of the United States is protected by the Presidential Records Act. So, if you burn it, and if you're just burning them so much that your wife is starting to question where you go every day, that's a crime. Now, technically, we don't exactly know which documents Mark Meadows was burning. And obviously, we can't go back and piece together these burnt up documents. Way too much time has passed, and even if we caught him as he was doing it, that's virtually impossible to do. So we don't know if Meadows was burning official records. We don't know if he was burning memos from Donald Trump. We have, of course, reports that say he was. But lacking any hard evidence, any kind of video showing him actually doing that, unfortunately, we cannot bring criminal charges against him. But we've got evidence to suggest that he has done that. And evidence is all you need to launch an investigation. But we haven't even managed to do that. So again, I'm glad that Cassidy Hutchinson's new book is out, reminding us of all these scandals, because not only do we need to be reminded, we need to remember how pissed off we are that these people got away with so much more than what they've been charged with. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.